There can only be one. There can only be one SanDiego.Futbol grade of the week. And I mean, if you had to guess, Chiva, do you know who it is actually?
Not San Diego, Inter.
San Diego.
I'm gonna go with Milan Iloski.
Milan Iloski. Who? That is the name. That jersey has to be retired. It has to be in the MLS soccer, whatever, Hall of Fame. Milan Iloski against Vancouver, the first place team, gets a start, is being told, here, I trust you with this team. Marcus Varston back on the injury report, by the way. I don't know if you guys clocked
Would
that.
he have even started had Marcus Ingvartsen not been on the injury report?
Probably not. Probably not. But Marcus Varston aside, and literally everybody else aside, Milan Iloski had the performance of a lifetime.
To start the second half, wonderful ball from Diverskov. Dreyer, a fourth for Iloski! My goodness! Simply remarkable. Milan Iloski has scored 4 goals in 12 minutes of play. And look at Dreyer. He just goes
incredible. Well, that's that. 4 goals in 12 minutes of play.
Insane.
That is wild.
He was so good in this game too, especially during that 12-minute period. The way I equated it to is like when you're playing FIFA on a level that's like way lower than you're supposed to be against the computer.
Yeah.
And you're playing as a striker and you're just completely making like way too many goals in such a short period of time. That's what it looked like with him on the field, and especially with Anders Dreyer just putting in perfect balls to him. It was like so exciting to watch too, just untouchable at that point. And he's done it at every level, which is the craziest part to me. Like he did it when he was in the Pac-12 with UCLA. He did it with the USL, and now he's doing it in MLS. Like it's impressive.
It's incredible what he's been able to do. The laundry list of accolades in the post-match information. Iloski becomes the fastest player to score 4 goals in a match. Milan Iloski, in his second start after scoring, which, by the way, he also scored in the game before. So he's on a scoring tear right now. He's already been scoring most goals per minutes played. And I've never seen a case where, like, you usually think, oh, he's going to get a start, then his average is going to go down for sure, right? His average is for sure, just mathematically speaking, his average goals per minutes are going to go down. But then he comes in with a 4-goal performance, and he missed a couple. He missed a couple in that game too. He missed a couple, and it could have been more. But I mean, it's just terrifying. And very appropriate of his family naming him, name dropping what his nickname is.
Nightmare.
Milan the Nightmare Iloski.
Escondido Nightmare. That is an amazing nickname. I think I'm only going to call him Nightmare on. He's just so good. So good in this game.
Chiva?
Look, you talk about legendary performance, right? And you're spot on, Tony. Like 4 goals in 12 minutes of play. It reminds me of that Lewandowski 5 goals in 9 minutes match in the Champions League with Bayern Munich. Like those are the type of players in games that people remember for a while and forever. And Milan Iloski is doing that. If I'm being completely honest, I think at this point, if Milan Iloski stays at this rate and stays at this level, he's too good for MLS. Northland's gonna want him back. What he performs like this the rest of the season, if he stays with SanDiego FC, what is it that maybe Ajax or someone else in Netherlands or another team in Europe is not gonna want to pick him up? This type of performance raises some eyebrows for the national team and say, "Oh, who's this guy? Let's call him up." So I think if anything, this is opening up a lot of doors for Milan Iloski, not just staying in San Diego, but potentially moving to a bigger club in Europe.
Dude did the soccer equivalent of hitting through a cycle in his first start. Is 4
The
goals
cycle-
harder than a cycle?
Yeah, the cycle is kind of one of the more overrated stats in baseball, in my opinion, just
Mhm.
because it's like if you hit like 2 home runs, it's kind of better than a cycle because it's like
Yeah.
8 total bases, you know?
Yeah.
So
You know what a cycle is, Shiva?
Yeah, a batter hits a single, a double, a triple, and a home run in the same game.
my
but this is definitely
Wow.
better than a cycle, I think, just because he sure he does it's like the perfect hat trick. He gets the header, the right foot, the left foot. Like it just looked so good. And for it to happen so fast too.
It's the perfect game in baseball. It's
Okay.
it's a perfect game in baseball,
Yeah.
and you're the pitcher, and you just threw nothing but immaculate innings.
Is it a little bit not ruined, but a little bit more questionable when it's a 5-3 game versus it being like
No.
potentially 4-1?
Okay, what do you want him to do? Go defend and be a goalkeeper too? Like you're already asking him, and he did deliver 4
No.
goals. Like there's nothing. Like the ratings for him, I think
For him,
FootMob
yeah.
had him like at 9.9 or
Yeah.
up in. I mean, what else could he have
For
done?
him, you're right.
Can I say this? Messi has never scored a perfect hat trick in his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milan
Ronaldo-
Iloski's never won the World Cup. Milan Iloski's never.
Not yet.
You think USA is going to win a World Cup?
2026, that's their year, isn't it?
Messi's won the exact same number of MLS Cups as Milan Iloski.
What about
Fact.
supporter shields? Maybe that changes this
Well,
year.
maybe the way this is going, San Diego FC is on a good one. But this is only going to make him more expensive. Tyler Heaps, just looking at his wallet, looking at that GAM TAM, looking at the DP slots and making decisions and moves. I mean, at this point, if it'd be crazy if Heaps just like, let him cook more and return him. He's fine. Like outright stay as a loan the rest of the season, or would you want to just outright buy him right now?
You got to buy him. You got to keep him.
You have to buy him.
You cannot let him go back to like Denmark. At this point, I think it would be just like you'd have to be so in your own head about your belief in the system and the right to dream in a way that like if that backfires on you, it would look insanely dumb in my opinion. You have to keep a person that's scoring at this high level, especially a San Diegan at that. You have to keep him.
It's the perfect package. Everything in one. If San Diego FC was to have a lab, it's essentially kind of what they do have with Right to Dream, of like a player to make from San Diego. It's this North County Escondido kid that played with the Latin players in Washington Park and pickup games and knows how to play the U.S. style of play and understands his place in FC Northland and where he needs to get that DNA in, come in and just try it out. What can possibly go wrong? Nothing. Everything can go right. And not only do you have a hero on the marketing side, you actually have somebody that you can deploy at any given moment and be an important factor. Not only did Milan Iloski score in the game before the game, he scored 4 goals. The game after in FC Dallas, he was also a starter, and he also was part of the goal scoring contributions, and he assisted. So, I mean, like, however we want to see it, Milan Iloski, great of the week for SanDiego.Futbol. If I was to ask him, I hope he'd have a better reaction than what Joe Corona did.
Sorry, what? You want?
Excuse me?
No, here it is actually.
Sorry, what? You want?
Sorry, what? That was literally what Joe Corona said to that.